76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand.
Bernie Tita is a complicated character. He's very gentle, but very motivated and ambitious in terms of all the things that he tries to achieve. Becomes a jack of all trades and the most liked man in the community. And it seems as though he's obsessed with being loved.
I don't know if everyone knows or appreciates or even thinks about that Jack's really an actor first. I said this when we worked together in School of Rock. The key to Jack's performance is he's an actor first, and he just happens to be really funny.
The eyes are often a minor problem because they usually want to stay open. It's almost like they want one last look at this miraculous world. But with some super glue, little dabble, do you? And it's no more peeking. I was definitely excited that Rick was so passionate about it, you know. That went a long way to getting me over my fears. It's like, well, I will follow Rick into the mouth of hell because I trust him.
Oh, he's so good. He's brilliant. He's the kind of a performer and actor that truly maximizes the performance. You know, he can go over the top and it's still real. But what he's doing in this is very, very underdone.
Room service. Hi, just dropping by again, Mrs. Nugent. Pay my respects. Brought you some soaps and a little bubble bath to soothe you in the tub, and some chocolate cupcakes for a late night snack. Come in. On any given day on a shoot, I'd be singing with the choir, and the next couple hours I would be confessing to a murder in tears, and then talking to an imaginary Marjorie in the passenger seat of my car. There was a real emotional roller coaster quality to the shoot. It would go from hysterically funny to musical to deep emotional tragedy.
Oh, God, what have I done? Please tell me what to do. I'll do whatever you want me to do.
I think this is just one more chance for him to show that, yeah, he's an actor. You know, he can do a lot, but he's just really funny. So you want him acting in funny movies. I do, and this is a funny movie, but it does require a certain dramatic ability that I think a lot of comedians wouldn't really possess, or you would believe. There's probably something Jack does every single day on this film that I marvel at and go, no one else could do this. The combination of his particular skill set, his singing voice, his look, his everything about him, you kind of think, no one else.
That saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
He is such a perfectionist and works on the choreography, and I mean, he wanted to have a 4-hour rehearsal one day because he wanted to get it all right.
Well, and I think the nature of those big musicals is that they're very collaborative, and that's how he works in the room with all of the other actors. Like, he loves that spirit of the community of all of those singers and dancers coming together. So he's made the experience so much fun for everybody. It's really been a joy.
Yeah, we had like over 250 dancers audition for this one scene, and we have 23 wonderful dancers here in Texas that are dancing with him, and they were laughing all the time, and he's just like, you know, making jokes with them and working with them on choreography, so he's been really great to the kids too. And he's a great singer too.
Yeah, fantastic singer. Our day in the studio when we recorded one of our musical theater actresses, Jill Blackwood, with him, you know, he holds his own. He really, of another era, he would have been one of the great stars of the musical theater, and he's just so great on all this material.
He's a triple threat.
This helpless haze I'm in, I've really never been in love before.
I cry at the drop of a hat, And I think the first time I cried on this movie is when I heard Jack Black sing in a pre-record, because his voice is just from heaven.
I knew Tenacious D, and I had heard Jack's voice, and I knew he had a versatility just from that stuff. But obviously the hymns are far away from what he does with Tenacious D.
Shackled by a heavy burden.
I played along with him as he sang, so the vocal is actually in almost all the scenes live, but most of the instrumental stuff is pre-recorded.
I have a musical background. A lot of people don't know, but I have a rock band, Tenacious D. So I'm no stranger to the music. But I was a stranger to this particular style of music and singing the gospel. You know, singing to a congregation of people in a church is a different experience.
Something happened, and now I know he touched me and made.
I had to learn some songs. Love Lifted Me, Blessed Assurance, which is an amazing song sung incredibly well by Jim Nabors, who I had no idea. He was an incredible baritone bass singer, and I studied these songs, and it was really helpful in inhabiting the character, because so much of him was about his love of the Lord and the music that came from that.
This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Please be seated.
All right, cut.